Welcome to PowerUp, a game created and illustrated by Ramon Redondo and published by Tempus Fugit Games. PowerUp is a dungeon crawler style game, inspired by the 80s and 90s 2D arcade platformers. For 1 to 5 players and with a duration of around 60 minutes. To achieve victory, the players must fulfill their goals in each scenario by facing the enemy in frenetic 2D battles. Start by choosing a scenario from the rulebook. There are 3 game modes: arcade, story, and deathmatch. Set the scenario tiles as indicated on the rulebook. Place 1 PowerUp token on each scenario tile. Put the equipment deck to the right of the map. Draw 4 equipment cards and place them face up at the PowerUp shop. Place the bug sheets above the map, showing the face of any bugs with no cost. Put the bug cards next to the bug sheets. Leave all POW, damage continue, and turn cycle cards to the left of the board. Each player chooses a bug buster, except for the one who will play as bug mistress. Then, they each take their bug buster cards and 3 life tokens, as well as any ammunitions or reaction points indicated by their cards. Place 1 burp on the map for each bug buster in play at the places indicated by the scenario description, and set the bug busters out as well. Give 1 scorecard to each bug buster player, and you're ready to start. The game is divided in turns, during which both the bug buster and the bug mistress players will perform actions to achieve their goals. On their turn, the bug busters can decide their turn order. Each one can take up to 4 of the following actions. Moving. Move to an adjacent square by spending 1 action point. You can move left and right, even up and down if there's a staircase in your current square. When you enter a square with no floor, you will fall down with no action cost to you. If the square below the one with no floor has a character in it, you may stand over it as if it were the floor. If you are carrying another character when you move, you may transport it. If the square you're in has an escalator, your bug buster may move up with no action cost. Flipping. You may flip your character to change where it's facing for 1 action point. Jumping. Use 2 action points to jump horizontally in the direction your bug buster is facing. You may also jump up diagonally. Attacking. To engage in melee or ranged attacks, spend 1 action point. For melee attack, you must be next to your enemy with no obstacles in between. Both fighters will roll as many dice as indicated by the melee attributes on their character sheets, and then compare the results. The player who rolled more hits discounts the hits rolled by the opponent and their defense value. Then, look at the damage card to know how much damage points are dealt to the opponent. To perform a ranged attack, the enemy must be within the maximum range of your weapon, and there must be a clear line of sight. The attacker spends 1 action point to roll as many dice as indicated by their sheet, adding any bonuses for their weapon. Subtract the target's defense value and check the results of the damage card to know how much damage to apply. Reviving an ally. You can spend 2 action points to revive a fallen ally in an adjacent square. The revived character comes back with 1 life point and can perform 2 actions if they hadn't performed any actions in the present turn. Resting. You may spend 1 action point to rest and gain 1 reaction point. Transferring equipment between characters. You may transfer coins, items, or ammunition to another character in any adjacent space by spending 1 action point. Grabbing an ally or mobile object. Grab an ally or a mobile object in an adjacent square by spending 1 action point. Throwing an ally. You may throw an ally or mobile object you are carrying by spending 1 action point. Roll your melee dice and move the ally or object as many squares as the number of successful rolls. The bug busters have reaction points to use at any time of the game to perform any of the previously described actions, except for resting. When using reaction points, you may also perform one of the following actions. Roll. When you receive a ranged attack from an enemy, roll a die for each reaction point you spend, and subtract any hits you get from your enemy's hits. Assist. Spend 1 reaction point to add your attack dice to any ally's roll against an enemy. Double jump. Once per jump, you may spend 1 reaction point to move your character 1 space when you are in midair. Additionally, the characters may move into the squares with POW tokens to buy items and POW cards from the shop. POW cards are special events that you can use during your turn or at any time. The items sold will improve your skills, shield, and weapons. If at any time you form the word epic with your POW cards, you can turn your Bugbuster into epic for 1 turn. The Bugmistress player must follow these steps during their turn. 1. Drawing bug cards. Draw 1 card for each Bugbuster in play. These cards can be used as events, to activate new types of enemies or to spawn new enemies into the map. 2. Activating a bug wave. Activate enemy cards by paying their cost with the bug cards. 3. Moving and attacking. The Bugmistress player can take each bug's actions in any order they want. Choose from moving, jumping, turning, and attacking. These actions work and cost the same for the Bugmistress and for the Bugbusters. During their turn, the Bugmistress may spend bug cards to spawn enemies from a burp by paying the cost indicated in the bug's sheet. Newly spawned bugs are exhausted and cannot perform actions until their next turn. The game includes an AI system for the Bugmistress to play automatically. Players will take turns until one of the teams achieves their victory goals, thus winning the game.